Hi, and thanks for joining me for this brief introduction to mobile websites. I'm going to fill you in on what they are, what the best practices are for them, and why getting a mobile site is such an important marketing decision. Now let's start first of all with what we mean by a mobile or a mobile-friendly website. We're all familiar with standard websites that have displayed so well on laptops and desktops with all kinds of text and images, but in the last couple of years something amazing has happened. Suddenly, more than half of us are using smartphones. But unfortunately, there's a problem. The standard website just doesn't work well on a smartphone. The small screen of the mobile device makes it nearly impossible to see anything without stretching the image and scrolling all around. And that's why the new mobile website technology is so important. You see, when a business installs a new mobile website, when someone who is using a mobile device comes to visit your site recognizes that it's a mobile device it wants to visit and instantly redirects a visitor from your standard site to your mobile version. Done properly, the mobile site will be similar to your standard site with the same look, colors, logo, branding, but it will be designed to be really simple to read with just 4 to 8 buttons on the screen. This kind of layout will keep mobile users on your site because it will allow them to get instant access to what they're looking for with just one finger. So, welcome to the future. As you'll see, this may be your most important marketing decision ever. Now, mobile is happening. I'm going to share with you just a few stats, but I think they'll give you a good idea about how the mobile revolution is impacting the marketplace. A new survey conducted by the Nielsen Company has found that just over 50% of American adults now own a smartphone or a tablet. That's up from 35% a year and a half ago. This thing is exploding. This year, more internet searches will be done on mobile devices than on computers. And 71.3% of smartphone owners are between the ages of 25 and 64, which obviously means the mobile revolution is impacting virtually every business. But here's the bad news. If you don't have a mobile site in place, 61% of mobile consumers will abandon a site if they don't see what they want right away. Now let me introduce myself. My name is Dennis Lindberg. I'm an entrepreneur with 25 years of business experience, which included 4 successful startups, 1 successful turnaround, all in different niches. Like most small business owners, I did everything, from deciding what to offer, how much to charge, to customer relations, to managing my staff. So I have a pretty good idea about the challenges you face every day. But that was, like you, only half my job. I was also responsible for getting people to come in and buy from us as well. And over the years, I discovered that the crazy world of marketing was really what I enjoyed the most. Today, I'm a marketing specialist with a fantastic tech team, focusing on mobile websites. But I can also provide standard websites, search engine optimization, social media management, and lots more. I'm looking for the 35% of small businesses, the innovators, the early adopters, and a few of the early majority who are passionate about growing their businesses today and gaining the maximum impact to their ROI from a mobile website. Okay, so let's drill down into what mobile means locally for a minute. Take a look at these numbers. In 2011, more than 50% of all local searches were done on a mobile device. It's more today. 95% of smartphone users, and they account for half of the online searches, remember, look online for local businesses in order to make an in-store purchase. 61% call that local business they find online. 56% actually visit that business, and 90% they buy within 24 hours. Entrepreneur.com says, if you still don't have a mobile-friendly version of your website, you're most likely turning away potential visitors without even knowing it. Now you know. So what happens when a business starts tapping into mobile? On averages, businesses see a 13% increase in traffic when they add a mobile site. For restaurants, it's more like 30%. Experts predict that 90+% of businesses will have a mobile site within 5 years, and that the early adopters, naturally, will reap the most gain. Waiting to tap into this traffic tidal wave will cost a business dearly, as it will not only miss business today, but it will have significantly higher advertising costs in order to catch up. If your business isn't optimized for mobile, it might as well be invisible. Mobile isn't going to be a medium, it's going to be the medium. So what does having a mobile site mean for your business? Well, It means more customers, maybe even customers you haven't been thinking about. It means more traffic, more sales, more profit. It means better access to you for all your existing customers. I'm amazed with the number of times existing customers look to a website to get your phone number. This will really help keep them connected. It will also give your business a presence in this new mobile space rather than being invisible for another day. Finally, it will give your business the look of success and being well established. Forrester goes a little farther. They say, mobile optimization presents a unique opportunity for companies to differentiate and to lead. So, who has a mobile site now? Are you ready for this? Here's a short list. How about Chili's and Applebee's and Red Lobster and Subway, Red Robin, Olive Garden, Quiznos, Burger King, P.F. Chang's, Domino's, Outback, Papa John's, Taco Bell, and that's just the food people. It's not limited to food people. Nordstrom's is in the hunt. Walmart's there. You wouldn't be too surprised. Macy's, Target. But the big question is your logo about to be here too? All right. Assuming that you get that the mobile web is becoming a real force in the world of marketing, let's talk about your options. You have several. Option number one, you can simply ignore what's happening and just as simply lose significant market share. I don't know anybody that can afford to do that. Option number two, you can get a jump on a lot of your competition by getting your mobile site live right away. Now, if you're going to take advantage of door number two, you have a few other choices. For example, you could probably hire a webmaster. Typically, this costs between $700 and $2,000. Takes weeks or even months, a good deal of your time as well. And because they don't do this all the time, sometimes these can be buggy. Your other choice is to hire me. Let me and my tech team get your mobile site ready for you. I'll have it live in 5 to 7 business days, professionally, reliably, and affordably. You see, because we specialize in mobile websites, I can offer this to you for under $500, plus a small monthly maintenance, hosting, syncing, analytics, and licensing fee of $19.99. Your part of the process will only take about 30 minutes of your time, and I'll have your new mobile website live and ready to bring new customers to you quicker than anyone else. Now, for full disclosure, there is one other option. I haven't listed it here, but I need to tell you about it. It's called a free mobile website. Just as you'd probably expect, you don't get much for nothing. These sites are extremely basic. Generally, they only include just a very few of your standard site's pages. In addition, every one of these that I've checked out has in fine print an agreement that lets them run ads on your mobile site. And guess what? The ad spaces can be sold to your competition. They'll slow your loading time. They'll really confuse your visitors. And finally, a lot of these so-called free mobile sites actually don't integrate with your main site, which causes all kinds of problems when there are changes made. So save yourself the frustration and maybe most importantly the lost time, because your time is valuable. These things will cost you and deliver very little benefit. Okay, so if you decide to hire me, you'll have an extraordinary mobile website providing you with more features and benefits than anyone else for this price. Your new mobile website will have your branding, image, logo, and colors, so it will look closely related to your main site. It'll have a click-to-call button that'll let visitors call you with just the push of a button. A contact form. A mobile map button. One click and they see your location and theirs and get the route instruction. An open table form. A menu button for your crowd-pleasing offers. A one-click for SMS, which sends via text your key information to their smartphone. How about an image slider, where a series of images slide across the screen, which really helps potential customers see what you're all about? Or we can set up a photo gallery if you'd rather. How about a YouTube video, or even your own YouTube channel? We can do that. We can even install, if you don't have a lot of items, we can even install a PayPal and or a Google checkout for you. Now keep in mind, you don't have to have all of these. These are the assortment that you get to choose from. Now, besides all these features, there's a behind-the-screen value for your business as well. Your site will be compatible with all the major smartphone platforms and the latest mobile browsers. This is hugely important and frankly not always the case with other providers. While all of your pages, I don't care if you have 200 pages, will be formatted for mobile, my design team will actually handwork your home page and your first 10 pages for eye appeal and ease of use. We don't go beyond that without extra charge because 99% of the people never go beyond that when they're visiting your site. Our custom mobile sites provide the best user experience anywhere. Loading in under 200 milliseconds, that's about a half of a blink of an eye. Your mobile site will be live 99.99% of the time. This is hugely important as well so that you never miss a visitor. And finally, your mobile website will be automatically synced with your main site continuously, so any changes in the main site will instantly be seen on the mobile. Now, we've covered a lot of ground and I want to thank you for your attention. You probably have a few remaining questions. Most frequently, questions look like this. What's this going to cost? Upfront cost, again, and to design and implement your new mobile website is $499.99, which includes up to 2 modifications of our first version. There's also a monthly $19.99 for the maintenance, hosting, syncing, analytics, and licensing. Are there any websites you can't work with? Well, yes. Unfortunately, websites that are loaded with flash files, we just can't cost-effectively convert to mobile websites. How long until I see it live? Well, my commitment to you is that your mobile site will be delivered and ready to go live within 7 business days, assuming our first effort is acceptable to you. Do I have any say-so about how it looks? Well, you bet. Our graphics team will give your site our very best shot. But this is a custom site, so you have the opportunity to make suggestions for revised versions two times after I present you with our first version. And how long is the contract? Well, there is no long-term contract holding you to me and my product and service. I've chosen it to do this way because I think it's a great way to assure you that I will always be available to you and that if there's ever any issue, I'll get it fixed as quickly as humanly possible. Otherwise, you can simply walk away. Finally, how about support and analytics? I'm your guy. I'm your liaison to the tech team. You can call me, email me, or text me, and I'll get things right away. This is about relationship. And as far as the analytics side, I'll be calling you every month to give you a full report of how your new mobile website is doing. So, are you ready to move forward? If you are seriously interested, please don't have me go forward with this if you aren't, but if you're seriously interested about getting your new mobile website up in the next 7 business days, then at no cost to you, my team will build a simulation of your new mobile website that I'll email you tomorrow and we can talk about. This simulation will let you see the basic version of your mobile website on the various smartphone platforms, and it's actually interactive, so you can get a pretty good idea about how the real thing will work. Assuming that you are truly impressed with the simulation, there are 3 more steps that we need to take. First, we'll need to complete the intake form with the usernames and passwords for both the domain name registration service and the hosting provider that you're using for your main site. This allows my guys to get inside that so that they can sync the 2. When we're done, you can change the passwords. We have no interest in being in your site to do anything other than get it connected. Secondly, you'll need to sign and return my performance contract, which is your guarantee that I will deliver to you a fully functional mobile website within 7 business days of having received your payment. And last but not least, you'll need to go to my website and purchase on the 2 PayPal buttons that are there your mobile website development and installation and your monthly maintenance subscription fee. So click here to go to my website and get started, or you can certainly call me at 877-219-0001. Hey, thanks so much for hanging in there with me. I hope this was informative and that we'll be doing business together. All the best. Bye now.